So a few months ago, you remember there's a lady who wrote to us after her husband cancelled her dependent visa. She wasn't aware that she was given 60 days. You know, the 60 days that they give when they cancel your visa. So during that period, the husband sent her on holiday back to Zimbabwe. And she didn't know that her visa is already, her 60 days is already ticking. So when she got to Zimbabwe, the plan was for her passport to be stolen. And the passport was stolen. So she had to go through getting a new passport and everything. And the 60 days lapsed while she was there, which means she no longer has the right to be in the UK. She didn't know about all this. So when the new passport came, that's when she realized that her visa was cancelled, so she cannot go to UK. It came as a shock to her. So I shared her story here. And then a few weeks later, she was served with divorce papers. Okay. And the divorce was fair. And when I chatted with her, they were in the process. And now she has written to me because I said, when you've moved on and because I kept on encouraging her that, there's life after this. So keep your eyes ahead and up, and because that's where you're heading. This has happened. It's unfortunate, but relationships end. You cannot help it. That's what it is. So I said, please just let me know what's happening, because I really want to know whether things are going to change. But I am sure things are going to get better. So she has written to us. So today I'm going to share what has been happening since that time. I think we're talking of around February time, I think. So now we are in August. So it's quite about 6 months ago. 6-7 months ago. So she says, dear Auntie Thandi, a few months ago I wrote to you after discovering that my husband had secretly cancelled my UK dependent visa. He had encouraged me to travel to Zimbabwe with our children for what I believed was a family holiday. Shortly after we arrived, our passports mysteriously went missing. At that time, I did not suspect him because I trusted him completely. I applied for replacement passports and later submitted them as part of a new UK visa application. That was when I received the devastating news that my dependent visa had already been cancelled by my husband. Suddenly, everything made sense. The missing passports, the unexpected trip to Zimbabwe, and his strange behavior before we traveled appeared to have been part of a plan to prevent me from returning to the UK. While I was still trying to understand what had happened, he filed for divorce. My God. That was too much in a short period of time. He filed a divorce. I felt abandoned, humiliated, and frightened about my future. My children and I were staying with my parents, and I had to start rebuilding my life from the beginning. Thankfully, I did not leave the marriage with nothing. Through the divorce settlement, I received a share of the matrimonial assets. The money cannot compensate for the betrayal, but it has given me an opportunity to rebuild my life. Thank God for that. I've now decided to train as a general nurse in Hungary. I understand that I must choose a recognized program leading to a qualification as a nurse responsible for general care. After completing my studies and obtaining professional registration in Hungary, I plan to apply to the UK Nursing and Midwifery Council. The NMC will assess my exact qualification, training, English language evidence, health and character before deciding whether I can join the UK register. I know that studying in Hungary does not automatically guarantee that I'll be able to work as a nurse in the UK. However, I'm determined to follow the correct process and make sure that the course I choose meets the current requirements. My husband believed that cancelling my visa would cancel my future. He was wrong. That's right. I may have lost my marriage and my previous life in the UK, but I have not lost my determination. This time I'm building a future based on my own education, career, and independence. Auntie Thandi, please remind women never to allow their immigration status, education, and financial future to depend entirely on a spouse. So he cancelled my visa, but he could not cancel my future. That is very good news. It's very sad that this happened, and this man, I think, is heartless. You know, sometimes when it comes to visas, life in the UK or whichever country you're watching from, when you decide to divorce, everything has to revolve around your children, I believe. Before you even do anything, think about the children. So this man had no regard for the children. He never even thought about his children. He didn't care about that. So when I was asking, I sent her an email. When she sent me this, I was like, oh, thank you so much for sharing. So what's happening with the kids? She said the kids really love the UK. Even up to now, they're asking, Mom, when are we going back to UK? So I said, she said that she told the kids to email their dad and find out when they will be able to return to UK. So their dad responded and said, once you're able to go to school on your own, because he's not ready to do school runs. That's what the dad said. So she said that by the time they are ready to do school runs, she would have finished NS training, probably got a job elsewhere. So I'm so proud of this lady, so proud of her, because she took her future back. She took her power back. Okay, divorce happens, guys. If someone says they don't love you anymore, they don't. Don't force yourself on people. You see what's happening in this world. You end up being murdered for no reason. Okay, if they say they're no longer interested, accept it, because human beings change. I always say that people change. Don't always think that this marriage is going to last forever. So that's why whatever you do, you have to make sure when you get out with something. Okay, things like making sure your names are on things, 18 years, people are writing to Auntie, 18 years with this man. I only realized that I'm not even on the title deeds, but I was also contributing. Come on, ladies. Okay? You need to be wise, because you need to learn to sign things. Anything where your money is going, put your signature to it. Okay? Now look at her. She managed to get something out of it, and she's using that money to upgrade herself, which is very, very good. And it's a shame that we don't want these marriages to end. We want them to, as we make the vows, like, till death do us part. That's all what we want. We want to stay together till death do us part. But it doesn't happen like that. Life happens. Okay? So this has to encourage you. If you're in that situation where you're heading towards divorce, or you are not married, but the relationship is ending, take your power back. Never allow a man to control your life, to the point that you cannot move. You cannot. The way men control you is they take control of your finances. Because if you've got money, you've got options. Okay? Once they control your finances, that's you done. How do they control your finances? You're not allowed to work. Every woman in our family, my brother's wives, they don't work. And remember, the wives that is comparing you to, they've never gone to school. They decided not to study and go and get married. And here you are, the whole graduate. You are being compared to my gurus who decided not to go to school and just get married. What's that about? What's that? No. Any man who tells you that you shouldn't work is an enemy of progress. If you're not yet married, it's the time to leave that person. Because what kind of a life are you going to live without any source of income? He cannot manage. He also needs help. Imagine if you're going to have children, you're planning to have children, you're a young family, and he's telling you that don't work. Life is hard. It needs 2 salaries and maybe a business to match for you to live a comfortable life. And then he's telling you that, you cannot go because in our family, no women works. And the person will be telling you he can't even afford a decent accommodation for himself. And he's telling you that you can't go to work. Ladies, we can do better. If you're not married and a man starts talking like that, I'm giving you the permission to dump him. There is no man who loves you who will tell you not to go to university. Imagine, you've gone to university for 4 years. Some of you, your parents have been working day and night to educate you so that you can be an empowered woman. And then you meet some guy from Norway and then he tells you that you're not going to go to work because in our family, women don't go to work. Shut up. Shut up. Ladies, wake up. Women don't go what? You need to educate yourself. Make sure you're going the same direction with a man who appreciates the woman that you are. The men who appreciate the qualification, the gift that is in you. It is just the same as a man who finds you doing your thing on social media. You're not doing anything that is humiliating. You're doing well. You're getting your income. The minute he gets hold of you, he marries you. You cannot do this in our family. Women are not supposed to be on the social media space. Ah. Some of the stories that I hear, I'm like, come on. Yeah, what's that about? Anyway, back to the lady. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I know you follow me, and I am so proud of you. I'm so happy that you managed to get your life back, and now that you're coming to Europe to study, there's a greater future ahead of you. And now I'm so glad that you are even happier. We managed to chat, and I'm not going to share that here, but it's just private. We managed to chat with her, and she's good spirits, and she's just looking forward to your course. And probably when she comes to Hungary, I may be able to visit her and see her, because she said, "Auntie, when I come to Europe, can you visit me?" I said, of course I will. I love traveling, so I'm most likely going to meet her. She's a lovely woman, and I love your determination, and congratulations. So guys, thank you for watching this. And if you're here for the first time, this is Thandi Sams, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm on TikTok. I've got a backup as well, and I've got Facebook, Thandi Sams, and this one, and another collaboration, like another channel that I'm trying to grow as well. So guys, send me your stories, and I'll share them here, because the reason why we share these stories, we're trying to empower others. We're trying to comfort other people, because if you hear someone's story, you would know that, oh my God, there is life after all this drama. Yes, there is life after divorce, my darling. Okay? If you didn't know, there is life after divorce. UK is not the only country that you can live and live a good life. Now that she's going to do NS training, she's going to go to any country. She's got a qualification. Okay? And that qualification, no one can take it away from her. That's years for life. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. You take care, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.